How's it going, everyone? Here to go over something that we've been going over every month, and that is the catalog of titles that will be leaving PlayStation Plus every month. And this time, these games will be leaving in the month of November. This is for the extra catalog of titles, which we have been very critical of. I feel like it's not a big enough talking point. As far as PS Plus Extra goes, we look at the catalog updates every month, and some months are better than others, but I think overall most people are disappointed every month with the catalog updates. However, what really makes every month way more disappointing is the fact that they are regularly pulling a lot of major games, and that is cyclical with any subscription service. Games come in for a window of time and then games leave the service. PlayStation and Sony, they sign licensing deals for these games. When that licensing agreement is up, they can go back to the table, negotiate a new deal, or go their separate ways, maybe come back at a different time, which has happened a lot, especially with Rockstar and Ubisoft. There are games leaving the service, then coming back into the service. That happens. However, the general idea, especially with the appreciating price of PlayStation Plus, should be that the games leaving the service, you are replenishing the service with a host of new titles entering the service, and when you assess every month to month, the games leaving the service outweigh the value greatly than the games being added to the service. That makes the PS Plus Extra lackluster updates even more insulting, and I feel like with the month of November, I don't know what the catalog update is going to entail, but I would be hard-pressed to believe that you're going to be able to replenish the quality of the games that are leaving. I would love to be wrong. Every month I would love to be wrong, but you've got a lot of games leaving, so without further ado, let's get right into it, and then after that, we'll break it all more down. Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5 Remix, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, all leaving the service. So yes, the entirety of Kingdom Hearts, that franchise is gonzo. This has been happening a lot with Square Enix. A lot of their game franchise have been leaving PS Plus. You saw a lot of the classic Final Fantasies leave the service. You saw Star Ocean leave the service. I believe there were a few other games that left as well. Neo: The World Ends With You, I believe, left the service. And now you got Kingdom Hearts entirely leaving the service as well. That is a huge blow. Losing an entire franchise is not great. Then, Rockstar's pulling some games. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the Definitive Edition. Okay, that sucks. Red Dead Redemption 2 also getting pulled from PS Plus Extra. Now, yes, generally speaking, Rockstar, whenever they do add their games to subscription services, they've done this with Game Pass as well, it is for a limited window of time. It's usually for 90 days, maybe 6 months at the most, and then they pull the games. Rockstar games are very much in demand, so keeping the game in a subscription service, for them, it doesn't give them a lot of benefit outside of whatever PlayStation is paying them, obviously, but they could continue selling that game, especially during the holidays. It makes sense for RDR2 to get pulled, but that is still a major game leaving the service, and I would deem that to be a significant blow. But as far as Red Dead goes, give me my PS5 Pro upgrade now. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen is leaving the service. Chorus, The Sims 4 Living City, Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme vs. Max Boost On, Superliminal, Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, Klonoa Fantasy Reverie series, that was on Plus Premium, Teardown, What Remains of Edith Finch, Overcooked 2, Blasphemous, Moving Out, Wildcard Football, and Spelunker HD. Okay, so it is very much top-heavy as far as the games leaving the service, but generally speaking, every month of PS Plus Extra, it is very top-heavy already, and usually you get 2 marquee games at most, and then a bunch of, lower key titles, which I am all for the lower key games, especially when you're talking the day one titles like the Dave the Diver, Dredge getting added to PS Plus Extra. But this is a sizable departure of games from the storefront. Now, if they announce a Dying Light 2 level game and some other games at that level getting added to the service, which I think it would very much behoove them to add a lot of quality titles to PlayStation Plus this month. It's November, holiday season, Plus might go on sale. Really incentivize people, give them a reason to check out Plus, and when you're losing an entire iconic franchise like Kingdom Hearts, you're losing Red Dead Redemption 2, you're losing GTA San Andreas, which I think is notable as well. Those are the games 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe eliminate GTA, but at the very least, all of the Kingdom Hearts games and Red Dead Redemption, that's 5 major titles getting pulled from the service. Okay, maybe you want to eliminate Melody of Memory as well. That's 4 major games leaving the service. And on top of that, you got other notable stuff. Teardown, which was a day one title, 1-year window for all of the day one titles seems to be how they are handling any of the day one titles dropping on Plus, because that was the case with Stray, I imagine that's going to be the case with Dave the Diver, and so on and so forth. Whenever you see a day one game on PlayStation Plus Premium, or excuse me, Plus Extra, do expect it to be for a 1-year window. Some of these games I would certainly recommend you to check out, and you have a couple days, you know, a little bit of time to check out before they leave Plus Extra or Premium next week. Eiyuden Chronicle Rising is a decent game. It's an introduction to Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes, which I thought was a decent JRPG. I had some issues with it. Klonoa Phantasy Reverie series is an awesome collection of platformers. It's an upgraded release of Klonoa 1 and 2. Strongly recommend that. Not super lengthy games. You could go in, have a good time with that. And Superliminal, another title to check out. Like, I gotta recommend the games that you could actually complete in a decent bit of time, because if you want to go and play Kingdom Hearts, I mean, you're not getting through, unless you're an absolute fiend, the entirety of the Kingdom Hearts franchise in the span of a week. That's just not gonna happen. Come next week, we will have these games removed, and we will have a new batch of games getting added to the service. You know, it's funny with Plus Extra, because I think Plus Extra month to month has been one of the worst gaming subscription services. Like, people don't talk about how terrible Plus Extra is from a strict value standpoint. Not only do you have these games getting pulled, but you've got Sony removing their own first-party titles. Horizon Zero Dawn got pulled earlier this year, so they could do Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered and sell that at $50. Marvel Spider-Man got pulled a while ago, so they could re-release Marvel Spider-Man Remastered as a standalone game at $50 as well. They pulled Horizon Forbidden West, by the way. I don't think that is gonna get a definitive edition release. Could you imagine? But that got pulled as well, which is another first-party title. I imagine they see Horizon as a bit of a hot IP right now. Like, Lego Horizons is coming out, so they pulled everything Horizon-related. And, I don't know. Maybe they deem that to be a game that people will check out for the holidays. And Forbidden West is one of the most impressive games on the PS5 Pro, so maybe there's some thinking on that. By the way, Zero Dawn Remastered is also upgraded on the PS5 Pro, but you know, they're pulling their first-party games. You've got major titles from third parties getting pulled as well. Yeah, you'll get a nice month with Dead Island 2 getting added, and that's one of those games that I look at a Dead Island 2, I'm like, okay, that's the perfect kind of game to add, but we need more of that. And on top of that, if you're gonna have months where it's gonna be a massive, massive exodus of games from Plus Extra, well, then the replenishment needs to at least be equitable to the games leaving the service, and I don't feel like that has generally been the case. In fact, I feel like generally it is far below that. A lot of people just assess the Plus Extra games in a vacuum and are like, okay, these are the updates, I'll check that game out, I'll check that game out, but you should compare it as well to the games leaving the service, and the games leaving the service most months have been of more value than the games getting added to the service. But I digress. That'll do it for me. Be on the lookout if you do want to play any of these games. All of these should be going on sale within the next couple of weeks. I mean, even right now, I believe some of these games are on sale, but with Black Friday and the holiday sale coming out, like, everything's gonna be on sale. So that's not a big deal if you want to buy anything, but as far as Plus Extra, the value of that service is certainly going down and down and down. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.